Mark Kratzmann. Thanks for joining us at tennisassist.com. What inspired you to get involved in the sport of tennis?
It was mostly because I was out in the country and just there's not much else to do out there, especially in those days. But so I played cricket and tennis. Just picked two sports that my dad was good at, I suppose, and we just ended up playing. I ended up taking tennis further, obviously, than cricket.
What do you think was one of the most important decisions made, and at what age for you?
I made that decision at about 13, and that was to go to Sydney. So I'm from Queensland, which is probably 1,000 k's north of Sydney, and Tony Roach and Newcomb started up a squad with best 5 kids around the country, and I was the best in Queensland at that point, so they called me up and said, you know, you've got to move, and that was, I guess, my crunch time to make a decision which sport, tennis or cricket, or what am I going to do this as a, you know, as a goal for long term. And I knew that. I knew I wanted to be a sports person, but at that age I hadn't decided on tennis or cricket.
You touched on it there a little bit, Mark, with having to deal with a different coach or coaches. Did you have a few coaches at one particular time? And if so, how did you deal with that as a or taking on board the information?
I did. I had Tony Roach, because I went to the Roach Newcomb. Then I went into the Institute of Sport, which had Ray Ruffles and Bob Carmichael, so you got those two coaches. And then obviously moved into Davis Cup at about 19. So then Neil Fraser.
Which was under Neil Fraser?
Yeah, under Neil Fraser. So there's 4 different, you know, solid Australians telling you possibly different stuff. So I genuinely just tried to take the best of what I could, what I thought suited my game. Obviously, I had Tony Roach was who I regarded as understood me the most. He'd had me for 4 years under him, so a lot of questions I would take back to him and ask him, hey, this is what I heard at Davis Cup, what do you think? And you know, that sort of, I always took that back to Tony, so I guess I put my faith in him a lot. So that's probably the best thing I could suggest, just take everything in, and something, you know, something might save you in one match where you just remember one little thing that came from somebody else, and you'll get out of a match or get out of a hole. It might be just one little tactic.